everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video I will be working on a pet portrait. I've never done a pet portrait before, so I'm hoping it turns out. I had some good wispy glass, which I think will be a nice fur texture. And in the eyes, the nose, and some areas in between those spots, I'm going to be painting to add some dimension to the piece and some character. So let's get started. Okay, all of the pieces are roughly cut, and then I will grind everything to get it to fit, and then I have to do some painting, bake it, and then foil. Okay, so now it is time to paint on some details. So I'm just going to be using this brush. I like to use the Pabio Vitria 160. So I have that in white, brown, and black. Now these are paints that you have to let air dry for 24 hours and then you bake it in the oven for 40 minutes at 325 degrees Fahrenheit. And then it stays on the glass for a very, 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 very long time. Okay, so this is one of his little eyes. So I used white glass and then he has brown eyes. So first I'm going to paint on just a big brown circle. Now this type of paint, it can be really streaky, so you kind of have to pile a lot of it on if you want it to see how streaky that is. So you can either do this, let it dry, put another layer on and keep going, or you just keep adding a lot of paint until you get the coverage you want. I mean, the streakiness of it is actually nice for pet portraits because you can get a nice like hair texture. So in other places on the dog's face where I needed to add some darker fur, I was able to like get hair strokes, which look really nice. So then I'll let that dry for a little bit, and then I'll come back in and do a black pupil and then a little white dot for reflection. And now I bake the pieces for 40 minutes so the paint can cure. So for foil, I don't know what color finish I'm going to use on the solder yet. I might do silver or I might do copper, but most of the glass is opaque, so it doesn't matter which backing of foil I use, so I'm just going to go with the copper backed foil. And I'll probably use a mix of 3/16 and 7/32. So after I cleaned the piece off with the flux remover, I went over the solder lines again with a magic eraser just to make sure they were nice and shiny and the flux residue was really cleaned off. And then I applied Clarity Finishing Compound, which I've heard is discontinued, which makes me really sad, but there are other options out there, so I'm not too worried. And now that the wax is dried, I'm just going to go ahead and make those solder lines shine.